Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. The Doom in the Tomb event in Hearthstone, the Halloween event, is soon upon us and 23 wild cards are coming back to the standard format for the next 2 months. And in this video I'm going to take a look at some theorycrafted builds, looking a little bit okay, what would the meta look like in this new environment. And overall, as a high-level view, I think the meta is going to look roughly like this. So there's going to be some aggressive decks, and aggressive decks are getting some powerful new tools, such as Tempo Mage getting Flame Waker, Shaman getting Evolve. So these are just decks that are trying to blow you out of the game very quickly, very early on. And they're getting some new tools. Then there's still going to be some mid-range decks like Highlander Hunter, and I'm a bit looking for what their position is going to be like between more powerful aggro and more powerful late-game control decks. But Highlander Hunter is getting some new tools as well, because it's getting stuff like Call of the Wild, it's getting stuff like Ragnar's the Firelord, so it has some power there too. Then control decks are probably trying to use Nezoth as much as possible. Nezoth can go in many classes, almost every class can build a Nezoth deck. I'm especially looking at stuff like Warlock, Mage. If Rogue works, Rogue is the ultimate control killer with its Nezoth, because it can just have dozens of Nezoths. But anyway, control decks probably trying to use Nezoth a lot, and that might cause problems for mid-range decks, because Nezoths just getting tons of taunts, tons of healing. Mid-range decks might run out of threats, contesting those control builds. But there's something that doesn't run out of threats when contesting control builds, and that's combo decks. We have Holy Wrath decks, and with Emperor Torsen we can actually do 30 or even 50 damage in a turn with a Holy Wrath build, so some pretty impressive stuff there. Malygos builds, like with Druid for example, and Mechatoon. Don't forget the Mechatoon. Mechatoon is still powerful. And we might even be able to see Mechatoon in some new classes. I've been trying to figure out those, but it still looks to me like Mechatoon Warrior would still be the best Mechatoon class. And transforming these ideas into actual deck lists would look something like this. So Tempo Mage, Return of Flame Waker, Sorcerer's Apprentice, Mana Cyclone, all in the same deck, just a lot of cheap spells, boom, 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 boom. Elemental Evocation, beautiful cheap spell, can also be used to cheat out Ragnar's the Firelord for mere 6 mana, so pretty scary stuff there. Just threat after threat and trying to blow you out of the game. And the same continues with Secret Paladin. Secret Paladin, the way I envision it, would use Reborn minions, because I had a lot of success with budget Secret Paladin with Reborn minions. I haven't seen others use Reborn minions to any large extent in their Secret Paladin theory crafts, but I would really like to see Temple Berserker, Candle Taker, Bone Wraith used in Secret Paladin. What's going to be the right secret package? That's a bit difficult to say. This package that I have here doesn't have Noble Sacrifice. I want those Reborn minions to die. I want them to be attacked, I want them to die, I want them to be redeemed. I don't want a Noble Sacrifice token to be redeemed. But with the return of Avenge, it might also be possible that Noble Sacrifice Commander Rissa can become a powerful combination. Anyway, very aggressive here as well. And obviously Overload Evolve Shaman. This is basically just Chamber's old build with Evolve and Desert Hair put in. In Wild, Desert Hair is a big card. 3 3-drops, you evolve them. For 4 mana you can have 3 4-drops on the board. Very early, very powerful. If you can combine that with a free move Flesh Shaper and you can evolve all of that, then it just explodes even more. I'm uncertain about the future of Mutate in Standard. In Wild, Mutate is an above average card, but in Wild there are many more targets for those Mutates and Evolves. In this build I've cut the Mutates in favor of Evolve, but perhaps the deck should run both. I'm a little bit uncertain about that. I just didn't want to cut the Murloc synergies too much, so that the deck has multiple avenues of winning. Then there is the mid-range Hunter approach. This build is from Vicious Syndicate. Well, it's a rather obvious build in the sense that it just puts in Ragnar's the Firelord and Call of the Wild over a couple of the weakest performance in the deck. There's not much to say about that really. That seems like a powerful move. So Highlander Hunter, because of the secret package, it can also contest these more aggressive builds, and now it should have enough power to push through the control decks as well. What a powerful deck. But it remains to be seen how well it can contest the aggro and how well it can push through Nesoth. And if it's Nesoth that you seek, then Warlock is one of the classes that can provide you with the Nesoth. Nesoth Control Warlock, Expired Merchants, Soul Warden. Based on my Faris Control Warlock earlier, this is a deck that's capable of playing up to 5 Nesoths in a game. And 5 Nesoths in a game should be pretty good. Where does the actual balance lie? How many Nesoths do you need to play? Expired Merchant has the problem that it has Death Rattle, so you can get that back from Nesoth as well. So would you like to run just 1 Expired Merchant and Soul Warden and then do just 3 Nesoths? There's lots of options for tweaking this build, but there's some powerful stuff available for it. I've also added a Thinkmaster Overspark just so that I can transform some of my opponent's Death Rattle so they don't get those back from Nesoth. And then there's Sylvanas Shadow Flame. Boom. Some beautiful things can be done. And another take on these Nesoth control decks, the Nesoth Highlander Mage. Luna's Pocket Galaxy is not so impressive anymore. I've cut that away. So I've also cut Luna away. And I've got Faris so that I can cut those big spells, so that I can put in a big package of Death Rattle minions. And the neutral Death Rattle minion package is very strong. You can basically do Nesoth deck with any class right now, because you can always put in Snip Snap, Rotten Apple Bomb, Cairn Bloodhoof, Khartuk Defender, and Sylvanas Windrunner. And boom, that's an instant Nesoth deck. Also, Mage has the luxury of playing Sylvanas Windrunner with Conjurer's Calling, so that you can Sylvanas and you can destroy your own Sylvanas and steal stuff, and wow, just lots of options. However, if Nesoths and more Nesoths become a thing, then you can always fight them with combo, like with Holy Wrath Paladin. This is my Holy Wrath Paladin build, where I have changed 1 card. I have added the Emperor Torisan into the deck, and with Emperor Torisan, this has true 30 damage OTK. It even has the potential to do a 50 damage OTK in a single turn. So if Holy Wrath Paladin is able to survive the aggression, then it now has a genuine ODK and it can just do phenomenal things. And another combo option, actually the deck that I have already played in the current meta, doesn't use any new cards, but just Mechatoon Warrior. You probably don't want to run the Undertaker build anymore, because people are going to take in more Thinkmasters, take in more Polymorphs, take in more Hexies, so you want to play the full Malygos Mechatoon variant and use that to kill people. Obviously it's still possible to take against combo decks should combo decks become very prevalent, but this one dodges the regular tech cards that will be more popular with Nesoth around again. So that's my theorycraft take of the upcoming meta. It will be really interesting to see where the balance lies, because aggro, midrange, control, combo, all of them are going to be using some different tools than they're using now, and it's going to be a blast. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.